What up? What's up, you guys? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. This afro it's just doing a hot mess in this situation. But in other news, why? Facebook is doing a lot of changes. It's really annoying. Facebook and Instagram. So if you're going live on Facebook, so I was just live for 30 seconds, but it said it was private. That's interesting. Let's see what YouTube is doing. Hey, what's up, y'all? So I saw that Instagram changed their buttons, and Facebook and Instagram are the same company now. So there's things happening and changing. So just notice on your social media, because I noticed that a lot of now when I go live, like it looks like nothing's happening until I go push buttons, and that's very annoying. On Facebook, it's like literally people would already have been on there, and they're not on there. So that's what happens. So last night I went to Eddie V's, and I'm just heating up my last little. Oh, that's too hot. I'm just heating up my last little pieces. But anyway, I just thought about this. Like, a lot of times you become so accustomed to like always trying to get to a destination that you have gone for 10, 20 years just dealing and managing stuff like problems, because it's always like I'm on my way to some destination. And what happens is years have gone by, and so you don't realize that you don't live like real life. You just wake up and do stuff to keep stuff from like falling apart, or to keep like parents, for example, you're in this routine until the kids get bigger, then you can think about your own life. Also, and you get to have children and be considering your life as well, your life path. But a lot of parents are like, once I have children, the buck stops there. Like, I don't get to have anything. Everything is for the kids. And then the kids leave, and then you're like, holy cow, I'm a wreck. Because for all of those years, you were just in a drive. That's not healthy. You know what I mean? And listen, go find the experts who got kids who wrote the books about it. I don't need to read the book. It just makes sense. I'm looking at people and I'm like, it's just common sense also. And I have the gift of discernment and wisdom from the dear sweet Lord Jesus. Okay? So I'm going to just tell you that you don't need no kids to understand the concept of you can just be operating in overdrive and making it look real sexy and making it be really important because you got kids, and kids is just an example. But what if all of the problems that you're trying to solve right now were already solved? What would you be actually creating? What would you be doing? What would you like have fun doing just cause? Like, think like that. Start asking yourself different questions, because then you're going to start moving differently. And you're also going to see that you're closer to attaining the thing that you desire than you actually believe. You are closer to attaining the thing that you desire than you actually believe. It's like right there. But until you actually think differently, it won't manifest. And this is a principle that I continuously, it's a question, it's a way of living. I'm consistently, continually reframing how I'm seeing things and checking my actions. So you can be saying that you're on your way somewhere and you never get there because there were no tangible dates, deadlines, no tangible plan. So you could have a plan to have real estate, but if you don't stop and go, what do I need to have in place so that I can attain my first property, then it's not going to happen. When will it happen? What does my credit score need to be? What do my bank statements need to prove and show? My taxes and all of that stuff. What does it take to acquire a property for this much? If I never go through and make the steps and then set goals, I will have this score by that date. I will have this savings account by that date in order to obtain the thing. It's not going to happen. And you're going to look up in 10 years, be like, oh yeah, real estate, one of my things I'm going to do. 10 years later, 10 years later, 10 more years later, real estate's one of the things that I'm going to do. But when, Swain? When When, 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 not never is it going to happen if you don't set the plan. Now, oftentimes my plans are created from the what if space. The what if space. By the way, no one ever cared what I thought about this kind of stuff until I did something that was a goal that they had in mind. So, you know, a $14,000 a week, the six-figure salon, you know, no one cared about my thoughts until I started doing something that they saw. A makeup tutorial, a hair tutorial. So never underestimate the regular stuff that you do, because that brings tribe to the table who grow with you. I feel led to share that for my speakers and coaches. If you always know that you're a motivational person and you want to sell stuff like that, but it's not selling right now, what brings the people to the table? Like, even if I'm trying to motivate you, this conversation only matters because I literally live how I want to do. I can attract what I want in my life. And it doesn't mean you need to go do all of this stuff, but it just means like, then that stuff means nothing to somebody. But a lot of people want things. That's something that somebody wants, right? It's an attracting thing. I don't brag about half the stuff, but I'm just saying, like, and it doesn't have to be that. It could just be, like I said, a makeup tutorial or a hairstyle. There's something that you know how to do. And when you speak to that result and how it helps other people, that's what makes them interested in all the other things that you're up to. But anyway, what's up, Jerry? Yeah, Facebook is doing something different. But we still show up anyway. How about that? Eddie V's is easily becoming a bigger fave than Capital Grill. So, this is so good. Tangible dates and plans. But here's the thing. Playing with what if is massively important. Because if you don't play with what if scenarios and you're just like living, nothing's going to change, baby. I don't care who's in office. If you ain't changed your life, if your life hasn't changed, it's because you don't have any goals written down, mapped out with deadlines. So, play with the question today of what if. What if? So for the person who's a busybody, people think I'm a busybody, but I'm not. You try to read my energy and hyper, all these things people, I laugh when people talk about what they think they know me. And I get it because it's only what you see. You only see one part. But like busybody, oh no, that's like against my religion. I'm not about to be ripping and running and doing, I like to be supported, which is an exercise. If you're in Dream Life, you're going to love the exercise that I have for you. Dream Life is a product. All my Dream Life members, an exercise that I'm going to give you guys is going to really help you understand what matters to you and how to understand that you already have it and how to live from that space so that you can continue to track the bigger versions of it. It's really, really yummy. Really yummy exercise that we're going to do all week. Anyway, if you're a busybody, for example, busy, oh, I'm going here, oh, I'm going there, oh, I'm doing this, oh, I'm about to do this, and it's like a bunch of movement, but you have no results of anything. At some point, you got to realize that nothing's going to really, the thing that you actually want won't be happening until you get really, really focused. So what I noticed from just like coaching and talking to people and just life, just experience, even people that I love that are like really busy, but they never have any results. And they always feel like, when am I going to get this moment? But they don't have the moment. You don't have the moment. Well, first of all, let me not go there about why you don't have the moment. But let's go into what if you stopped all of that stuff. And what happens is a lot of people, the busyness becomes an addiction because it makes you feel like you have something that you don't have. And it's a sexy way to distract you from facing what tasks it actually takes to get what you desire. So it's a sexy way to make you feel like you're doing something and you're on your way somewhere, but you are literally like the children of Israel walking around when it's right around the corner. What you desire is right around the corner, but you are like addicted to the busyness because it makes you feel productive. And so also it makes you feel good about not addressing what you truly desire because it scares the life out of you that you can have what you're thinking about and that you can have that result. And so what I like to do is constantly be looking at, what if this thing that I feel like I need to do right now isn't actually, it was already solved. It's actually not a thing that I need to do. There's someone to do it. Like if I feel like, if you're a mother and you every day you cleaning and cooking and doing all the, doing all this stuff. And it's like, I have to do that. What would you be doing if you had a housekeeper, a nanny, or whoever, something to support you, right? What then would you be doing? Because all of those things are taken care of. Who are you? Because all of those things have the systems in place. What would you be accomplishing? What would you be working towards? What would you daydream about? Where would you be visiting? Like, how would you be loving? How would you be dressing? How would you be? Think about these type of questions, you guys. Play what if. Play what if. Like, play the what if game. Jeree, I just saw your comment. Win, win, win. You be on point. Keisha, have to think differently. Reframing and checking the actions always better. Yes, you have to plan for the things you say you want. Yes. What's up, Nawazi? Beauty Uplifted says, hey, just joining now. I need a good book to read. Love any suggestions. When it comes to books, you got to look at what category, like what, where's your spirit right now? I have a million books, but they're in different lanes that I like. I'll make sure I turn that stove off. They're in different lanes. So the question for you would be, what category? Is it productivity? Is it goal setting? Is it mindset? Is it business? Once you pick a category, then I can tell you maybe a book that I have that I think will serve you. So good. But you guys know what I'm saying? Like, ask me what if. What if this thing that I'm saying is a problem wasn't a problem? What if this task that I say I have to do was already solved? Then what if? A lot of times people just can't think. It's like, what are you talking about? I have to do these things. These are the things that I have to do. And we say we have to do all this stuff that we really don't have to do. That's good, Jerry. Jerry said the business happened to me in March, but 3 months later, I burned out. Right. Business looks like starting your business and thinking you need to be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all at the same time. No. Which platform do you naturally gravitate to? Go build a tribe there. Like, keep it simple, man. That way you're not panicking and being busy. I'm posting everywhere and it's not working because you haven't went all in one area. Just go all in one area and trust it. Duana! I turned the stove down. Off. This way of thinking is why when I'm teaching you guys stuff, you be like, dang, that is so simple. Pause. Tech tip. Did you guys notice? When you're facing, so most of the light is coming from the windows. So now I'm kind of dark and gray. A simple pivot of find the light, make sure the light is shining on you, light up the whole screen. So You don't need a ring light. You can get one. But getting in front of a window is just as powerful and gives you a clear video and you can focus. I always be wondering, what is that? Look at this. They're like pushing. Who knows? But the weirdest thing for me is people go get in that water and swim, and that water look like it has anthrax, COVID, and SARS swimming in it. Anyway, moral of the story is the reason why a lot of stuff gets to be easy is because I'm really good at going, do I really need to do that? And I'm okay with who gets mad because I'm not answering my phone or I don't keep my ringer on. I'm okay with not being at people's beck and call. Like, I'm okay with how you feel about it. You're going to be like, oh my God, you need to like whatever. I need to do what I'm doing for me, and you do what you do for you. But I can have peace and flow and whatever I want because of how I reframe things. And I'm always going, what if I didn't do that? Then what I would do? You know, ask questions. And then it's so good. This is so amazing. It's filet mignon from last night. I went to Eddie V's and I had crab and steak and cocktails. Salad. Life is great. So proud of you, Beauty Uplifted. Most people don't do that, so then they get freaked out and lost in confusion because they don't have their business model mapped out. It's happened to me, so I just started your course again. $10K in a month, just being busy. Right. The business model sheet keeps you focused if you actually frequent it. It keeps you focused. Like, here's where I meet my customers. Here's how they find out about me. Here's my customer types. Here's the revenue goals. Here's the infrastructure of my business. Here are the things that I need to run my business. So you're just clear on what those things are. So good. Are most or all of your lives on YouTube? Do you post the same thing on Facebook and IG on the same days? Thank you. I was wondering what was so good. Oh, my steak. Good job. Good job, Beauty Uplifted. You know what I love is that people can revisit my work and, oh, that's so good. Simply Speaks. He said, breakthrough out loud moment. I've been beating myself up not being on LinkedIn enough. Like, yeah. Like, the thing is, with social media, people always ask me like strategy questions. For me, the strategy is I like to play where I'm comfortable. So I'm always on Facebook. I'm always on Instagram. I'm always on YouTube. So it just naturally made sense for me to post on those things. I don't go on TikTok. I don't go on Snapchat. I did. My assistant made me a Snapchat, but I was like, this, I don't want to deal with this. And I'm okay with whatever consequences, quote unquote, the internet gurus say you're going to have because you're not there. It's not real. Like, that's the limitation. I think it's smart to pay attention to where your people are. And if they are on LinkedIn and nothing's happening on your Facebook, then try LinkedIn for 90 days and go all in. Create a plan. Here's what I'm looking for. Here's what they're going to like, the content they want to see from me. Here's my voice there. Here's my bold statement that is going to attract people to me. Here's what the types of posts I'm going to make. Here's how I'm going to connect with people and give value so that people can find you and that you add value and then see what happens, right? But like, If all of the things are freaking you out, just go hard on one thing. And then the common sense thing is like, are people really here? If the people are really here, if they're like, for example, if you have a niche and LinkedIn is truly where those people who want to buy that service or product, that's when you shift and go, what's making me overwhelmed? If this is the place that I need to be, you know, if I feel that. And the thing is, it's like, if you feel it, like if you've had results from a Facebook or whatever, because they all work. So what is overwhelming me? And then what do I need to do to get out of the overwhelm? What does it look like to feel really, really good about how I post and where I show up? So for me, that's my strategy. Like when it comes to like YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, I don't care if I post the same thing on either of the channels, because you can do that, because the people who are on YouTube and they're on my IG, I want them to see the content. Now, sometimes I just go live on Facebook because there's no like deep strategy. It's just because my phone is here and I just feel like being on my phone only. And I naturally like to go live on my Facebook a lot. When I have my laptop up, I pull up YouTube and Facebook and I go live on both of them. And if I feel like it, I go live on Instagram. I don't always go live, right? Like right now, I'm not on Instagram and I don't care. Like I feel no way about it. They'll be fine. It's completely okay. It's my page. So I don't really like, I don't go too deep. I just like to show up when and how it feels fully aligned, if that makes sense. So hopefully it makes sense. Ladies, do you ever know when you just have like the complete munchies? Like I want to eat 20 waffles plus steak plus have 7 cocktails. Complete munchies. And I want abs. So all of that gets to happen. And I'm on an ab mission. But I just looked at this personal trainer. So I'm going to get my life. I'm almost there. I'm not that bad. But you know, you can't do that every day. But this is the day that I'm going to do it. I did it yesterday too, by the way. Just to be honest. If we're just going to talk about these things in public, then let's just be honest, people. Yesterday I had like 17 waffles. And right now I'm about to eat 3 of them. Now, some of you guys may say, oh my God. But also, and I do a lot of cleanses and I do a lot of intermittent fasting. So this is nothing because the way that I eat in general is extremely disciplined. So when I active food, I do so with ease and flow because I don't care about being skinny. It's not about being skinny. It's about being healthy. These are mucus creating foods. So I choose to make my majority of what I put in my body very healthy. So there's a lot of fruit, a lot of like whatever. And then when I go ham, I give myself complete permission and I do so with an exciting indulgence. Mm-hmm. So what's on the menu right now? We just had filet mignon and now I'm about to have some ghetto waffles. I'm going to really indulge and eat them the way that I did when I was a child with jelly and butter. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, so any books to help me stay focused? Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. My favorite book on the planet. It is the book that literally changed my life. I still do the same things from that book from all the years. That is the first time I started making money. I keep telling everybody it is like one of my favorite. Normally I have a physical copy, but I think I gave it away. I believe I gave away my whole life when I moved to Pittsburgh, by the way. This is what you do. I gave away everything. So, and the funny thing is I keep looking at my house like, how do I have a house full of stuff? And I just gave away a house full of stuff. But the reason why I have a house full of stuff is because I purchased furniture from this chick. So I literally bought like $10,000 worth of furniture cash. So that's why my house is fully furnished and I just moved in. So everything's already in place, so that was easy. And I may or may not have been shopping since I gave away my whole closet. And I didn't have clothes, which has been really fun, by the way, because it's really fun. It's really, really fun. Hold on. I'm getting stuff. I got blueberries and grapes and bananas. I love fruit. Oh, that's what I was doing. Eat That Frog. Do you see how we just literally are all the way off task? But we're back. Eat That Frog. Oh, yes, baby. Dwana, that's what I'm about to do, girl. I melt the butter, like literally just drench. It's the most unhealthy. I didn't want to tell you all that because I know some of y'all like, but if you're going to do it, then you got to do it right. You have to melt your butter and drench it. And then I put it in the oven. And that's how I do my toast too. Melt that butter, baby, and dip that bread in butter. Okay? I'm from the South. If we're gonna do it, then you better do it correctly and the most ridiculous, made up, I don't even know what to call it. It's just the way. It's just, there's no other way of doing it than all the way. But if you're gonna eat a child, it's bad either way. You need to go on and enjoy that thing. Enjoy that blessing of waffle and butter for your life. Enjoy it, baby. Mama Bear Dewana looking out for me. That's a real friend when you start, making sure you got the right things in the right place. Like the butter got to be in the right place. Yes, God, in the right place. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Eat That Frog has a strategy, and it's very, very simple. And once you really look at strategies, everybody teaches the same thing. Even I teach the same thing. So it's all the same, and you get it from somewhere. For me, I really got into productivity and planning really heavy with Eat That Frog. And so it's really simple. Write what you want, put a deadline, put the number, the end. Like I wrote on my everywhere, I make this by this date. Even moving here, I said I live in a fabulous loft in Pittsburgh, and I put a date. And I just put it on a big piece of white paper and next to my bed. Because I also was activating the Jacob factor of how Jacob had put the thing that he wanted the animals to emulate. He put it in front of them when they were mating. Now, I wasn't doing no crazy stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, I just put it in front of me. So every night, every morning when I wake up, that's what I saw. And so it's not an accident that I just rolled up on some apartment that wasn't even listed on the internet and literally fully furnished it cash for 10 grand. What? That's called complete manifestation. Oh, I was going to say, I'm meeting with a trainer because I'm getting ready to get my super life. I'm going to be super fit, super abs, super tight, popping. So I'm excited about that. I was wondering what was it. Oh yeah, I just pick whatever I feel like going live on at the moment, which is also fun because a lot of times I get messages from people and they be like, I didn't realize you go live so much. Like I thought they were on my Instagram. And so they were like, I love following you on Facebook and YouTube because I was waiting for you to go live on Instagram also. And which means go more live on Instagram because my people are there. But also they were like, I'm going over to YouTube because that's where you be at. Perfect. Yes, work out for me. Whatever we choose to do should commit to it 100% and leave the stress out of it. Yes. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys in the tech class. By the way, if you have not registered, let me give you the ticket. I'm going to do a pretty cute launch, which is another thing of just when you try to make stuff pretty, it takes too long. Just launch the dang thing. Whatever the heck you want to sell, launch it. So yeah, I'm doing a tech savvy boot camp. Let me give you guys the link. I'm going to make it real cute. I extended the time for my launch because I literally haven't even been super diligent. So calling myself out on that one. There's the link. If you know that you freak out because of tech stuff and you want to learn how to think so that you can show up powerfully on all things tech, whether it's your social media, whether it's you creating webinars, whether it's you making an email list, understanding SamCart, ClickFunnels, all of these different things. I'm going to just give you guys the intellect that you need so that these are not massive mind boggles for you that keep you stuck without getting results. So if you know that you want to sell digital products and you want to create things online and tech is freaking you out and you see what I'm doing and you're like, I want to do that, this tech class will do that for you. So get the link. It's right there. It's $97. And when I get done, it's going to be more than that because I'm literally going to show you all the tech stuff. I just I make thousands, yesterday when I was chilling, I don't know, I made over thousands of dollars a day, you guys, while I'm chilling. That's because the tech stuff is easy. That's because I know how to put the links and click the links. And it's also because everything I sell makes people everything, whether it's income or peace or attraction or whatever it is. But also, and it's because I understand tech. So whatever I want to do, I can have it up in 5 seconds. I got an idea this morning. I already made my blueprint. Oh, by the way, another technique that I do. I saw something that I really, really liked and I want to create for one of my brands, Short Hair Bootcamp. And so I went and made a map of how I'm going to do it. And I'm about to get it done. It's about to happen. And by the way, I don't get overwhelmed of the tech stuff because it's that stuff is easy. So I'm going to teach you how to think so that you can just think of things and create them and not be scared of tech. The end. If you're in Unleashed you get this. Do not buy this because some of you guys have bought it. I've already refunded you. But yeah, this is actually, I would never, ever in the past. I don't know the last time I bought this. This is a no. This really is a no. And it has milk and soy. This is a no. I'm probably going to throw this away this week. But here we are. This is how you know you quarantine. You know, I've been having guests and entertaining. So, you know, when you cook for other people, you can't impose your like little healthy rules on everybody. So I bought the things because I'm cooking like stuff that, you know, they want that flavor. You know, I'm from the South. I can throw down. So, you know, I got to give them what they want. But having this in my house, now I'm eating it again. I don't know the last time I ate like this. Here we are, quarantine. Quarantine life. You buy butter when you normally don't buy butter. And you guys, my food be good without butter, by the way. You don't need it. But since we here, it's about to go down. So, work out for me. I'm about to get my entire life because I prefer to be healthy. I am at peak state when I'm lean, energized, and ready to go. I just love it. I feel good. I'm just like popping. I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's necessary to have somebody to keep me on track because I don't have to work out. So when you don't have to work out, I mean, why would you work out? So you need a coach to keep you on track. Sometimes I'm extremely disciplined and I don't need a coach, but I just like a coach because right now I'm just not interested in holding myself accountable. So this helps me having a coach. That's what having a coach does. When you want somebody to kick your butt and you put a good amount of money in, sometimes you show up because even sometimes when I put money in, I don't show up. That's the actual reality of a lot of people buy coaches and then they don't show up. Why is that making that noise? You notice when you put the microwave on, try to just walk away from it. Because microwaves radiate cancer stuff. It's like go on YouTube and look at the guy who shows you how much radiation comes out from a microwave. It's quite ridiculous. You know, microwaves are illegal in some countries. Meanwhile, we just use them every day and we stand in front of them and watch the food. Oh, I love how I just made a mess. I made a mess. Anyway. I gotta clean this up. You guys, I'm going to watch a movie and I'm going to make something for my classes and I'm going to eat real good and enjoy my Sunday. I'm not afraid of the tech, just frustrated when I'm in the process. And that's the part. It's like not being afraid of it, but frustration is what blocks everybody. I'm telling you, I was dealing with somebody and I just watched them and I'm like, you're literally missing the whole, everything that you could be getting right now. The frustration is like blocking you. And so that's important because that's what affects your money. And so you gotta like not let tech frustrate or scare. Very good very good observation of there being a difference. There is a frustration part. And it's because I don't want it to mess up. I can't figure this out. If I can't figure this out, then it's going to mess up. And it just goes back to the same fears over and over again. And so the more you can go, I'm figuring it out. It's all right. It's like I'm figuring it out. Okay, cool. And just get obsessed with Googling. That's how I learned how to develop mobile applications. I was just looking at it and clicking buttons like, I'm going to figure this out. And it's just like a game, like game on. And then all of a sudden I had a mobile app and I didn't even know how. People kept asking me how. I was like, I don't know. I just click buttons. I just kept clicking because nobody's smarter than me. It's like we all got a brain. Even if I had a disability or something, we can still figure things out. There's a million examples and testimonials of people with disabilities doing better than all of us. So if that is the truth, and that is the truth that I choose to live into consistently, then it's just a matter of time. And here we are. So, yeah. And so that's kind of how I talk to myself. And that's why I was able to figure out everything. I paid for ClickFunnels for like 2 years before I ever, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, when all that stuff came out, I just would buy it because I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to learn how to do this stuff. And then when I realized I didn't even need that stuff anyway, but I'm glad I learned it. I'm definitely glad I learned it. Because here we are. Here we are. I don't have a microwave, been a year and some Change strong. Yeah. I hardly ever use a microwave. I always use the stove. The oven. Because I'm old school, that's how we grew up. But and also, in this moment, because I'm talking to y'all, I just was like, I'm about to just put this bowl in the microwave. But I don't like microwaves. They literally like have the cancer vibes. So you just have to, even if you're gonna use it, I don't ever want anybody to feel bad because they're using it and I'm not using it. It's just step away from it because it is literally emitting radiation, and there is videos of people proving you how much radiation is coming, even when you're like you need to go far away from it. It's so crazy that we have a device in our house that literally just puts out radiation. And it's not good or bad. It's just what is. And so if you don't want to have consistent radiation vibes, don't let your children warm up things and sit in front of the microwave. And then you don't sit in front of the microwave. Like, that's just how I was raised. My daddy put everything in the stove. So with little foil pans. I don't know where to get the little foil pans from. They're like little pot pans. Where did they get those from? Anyway, everything was in those pans. So, we cooked. We cooked, baby. Matter of fact, I'm going to call my dad and see how he's doing. In the meantime, I love you all. And that's it. Me and my daddy be FaceTiming. Watch and see what he doing.
Okay, Daddy, call Daddy today.
What are you doing, Dad?
Well, I'm sitting down watching Anthony Evans.
Oh, I'm on live stream. I said, y'all, let's call Daddy, see what he doing. Say hey, Daddy.
Hey, people, how y'all doing?
He said, well, hey, people, how y'all doing?
I love all of you.
Daddy loves you guys. Well, I'm going to talk to my dad, but I'll see y'all later. Peace out. I'm about to log off. Hold on, Daddy. Don't hang up. Let me log off, Papa Bear.